Hello everybody, how are we doing today? I hope you guys are awesome and enjoying your weekend or what's left of it. Hope you guys had an awesome work week that led into your weekend, or if this is your work week that you are getting ready to go into your weekend. I am still here in Arizona. I thought I would jump on. We had a lot of extra crab legs left over from Rory's birthday, so I thought I might as well do a crab recipe to use up some of the extra crab that we had. Hello, Carol and Cindy, Michael. How are you guys? Don't forget to leave a reaction down at the bottom of the page, and then share this live video so that we can do a bunch of giveaways. Hello, Sue and Roger and Paula. Amber, hello, you guys. I am just sharing this live video if you want to do the same. Thank you, Michael. You are so sweet. Hello, Twyla and Jamie. Danielle, hello. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Hello, Cindy. Happy Sunday. Wayne and Patrick. I hope you guys are all doing awesome. Like I said, we are going to be making crab cakes today. Hello, Deb. It's okay, Jennifer. Chicken enchiladas sound delicious. Hello, Stephanie and Lacey. Jamie, hello. How are you? How is everyone doing? I am doing well here on vacation still. Hello, Eileen and Lisa. How is everybody? I'm excited for crab cakes. I've had a couple of questions about swapping out crab for other seafood. You can definitely do that if you want to do salmon instead of crab. Hello, Wayne and Paula Marine. Hello, you guys. You can make little changes like that. I am going to swap out my panko crumbs and switch them for Ritz crackers. You can do stuff like that as well. Hello, Marine and Miranda. Hello, Marianne and Deborah. Good evening, Carol. It is warm here today. It's 65. Hello from Canada. Hello, Tracy and Diane. Candace, hello. You guys don't forget to leave a reaction on the post when you first tune in here and start watching so that you don't miss out on the giveaways. I promise you, you don't want to miss out. So make sure that you leave a reaction down at the bottom of the page, a like, a thumbs up, a heart. Thank you, Carrie. You're so sweet. Hello, Thelma. Pork chop, scarlet and spinach for lunch. That was so yummy. Hello, Linda and Sheila. How are you? Azuzina, thank you for sharing. Making steaks with steamed vegetables and potatoes. That sounds delicious. Cindy. Hello, Lacey. I'm good. How are you? Yes, you guys, crab cakes are so good. So I'm excited for this recipe today. My dad makes some of the best crab cakes, so we'll see if I can somehow compare it to his crab cakes. I made a rookie mistake. I didn't ask him for his recipe, so we'll see if this one works out. Hello, Teresa and Linda. Hello, everybody. I'm just sharing this one more place, and then we will get started. Rory is over here cracking the very last of my crab legs so that we can get started. All right. There we go. Yep, my husband is my sous chef right now. He is busy cracking crab legs for me. I had started them, but had to start my show before I finished cracking all of them. So that is who's standing next to me right now. You see his arm in his hand every once in a while. That is what he is doing. Hello, Thelma. How are you? Patrick, hello. Linda and Lacey and Jessica. Hello, you guys. This recipe is super easy. So we are just going to get to it. And then us adults here in the house are going to go to a comedy club on High Street in Scottsdale. So we are excited for that tonight. Crab legs and butter. You guys, crab cakes with butter and lemon is really good too. So we'll see if this is a good crab cake recipe. Like I said, I switch out my panko breadcrumbs for Ritz crackers. You can use club crackers. Those are both very good. I prefer to switch them out for crackers than just breadcrumbs. Oh, girl, I will post a picture of our crab and steak dinner that we had for Rory's birthday the other day. I'll post it with this recipe.
It was amazing.
It was a good picture. So we're going to get started in a large bowl. We're going to whisk together our mayonnaise, egg yolks, parsley, mustard, lemon juice, and Old Bay with cayenne. So we're going to start out with our mayonnaise. We want 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Here, you want real mayonnaise. You don't want to use Miracle Whip. Like I said, you guys, there are different ingredients. Oops, different ingredients in mayonnaise and Miracle Whip. So they aren't interchangeable. They have some very, very different ingredients in them. Miracle Whip has some other seasonings and spices that sometimes you want to stay away from when it comes to recipes. Hello, Kissy. How are you? I do not, Lacey. I've never made cheese curds. I just eat them at the state fair. All right, so we have our mayonnaise in here. We are gonna do 2 large egg yolks. And I don't know if any of you are on TikTok or watch any of those crazy viral videos, but there is a video out there that it shows that you can basically just pick up the egg yolk out of your egg white by using your fingers. So we tried it the other night. One of the tricks says that you need to pick it up with, you rub your fingers on wheat bread and then you pick up the egg yolk. Or the other one is you rub your fingers on a piece of garlic and then you're able to pick up your egg yolk. So we're gonna try it today just for a little bit of fun. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the video, but I'm gonna just use a garlic clove. It might be a little harder because I do have fingernails, but we are going to rub my fingers on this piece of garlic here. It is a peeled piece of garlic clove. I have my egg broken into my little container. I'm going to sit here. No, see, this is what happened to me last time. My fingernails break the egg yolk, and so I can't pick it back up. It's already broken, but we're gonna try a different one. Rory's gonna try and do it. He was able to do it the other night, so we're gonna let Rory try and pick up the egg yolk out of our egg white. So here's a paper towel for your hands. Here's your garlic clove. When you pick it up, you can just put it into this bowl.
What am I supposed to do?
You rub your 2 fingers that you're going to pick it up with onto the garlic clove, and then you're just going to reach in and you're going to pick up the egg yolk out of the container. The craziest videos you guys see online all the time. So he should be able to just pinch it and pick it up. I feel like you're grabbing the egg white and not the egg yolk. Oh no, he broke it too. Okay, we wasted 2 eggs. We're gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
That's where I got it last time.
He did get it last time, I promise. But we're not gonna waste any more eggs trying it. If you guys want to try it at home, there's 2 different ones. One is a garlic clove and one is wheat bread. So you have 2 options for trying to pull your egg yolk out of your egg white. It's kind of something fun to try at home. Random things that you learn on the internet. I'm gonna stick with my tried and true way. I crack my egg and I use each side of the shell to grab out my egg yolk so that I leave my egg whites behind. Just crack it on the edge. Yes, split it in half. Let that egg white fall out, catching just your egg yolk in your shell. I'm thinking maybe these eggs are just way too farm fresh for doing something like that, because my egg yolk even broke doing it my normal way. So there we go. I'm making just an egg mess in the sink right now. All right, we tried it. Mini banana bread loaves, that's awesome. I have a host right now that's been making those on her Pampered Chef party. Hello, Rose, that's okay. So we have our mayonnaise in here. We have our egg yolks. We want a tablespoon of chopped parsley. So since I don't have the herb mill from Pampered Chef, I like to use these salad scissors, and I put my herbs into a bowl, and then I just use these scissors and I chop up my herbs as small as I can into this dish. I really like it like this instead of having to use a knife. You guys know I hate knife work. It's a lot of work, especially when it comes to little herbs like parsley, basil, oregano, any of those things that you have to chop up into tiny pieces. I would much rather use kitchen scissors, and these are my favorite kitchen scissors to use. It chops it up really nice, really easy for you. So we have 2 large egg yolks in there. We want a tablespoon of our chopped up parsley. This will give your crab cakes a lot of flavor and a lot of color, which is always important when you are making things like this. I will, Thelma. I will try that next time because I really do. I've seen a couple of them where you take a water bottle and you suck the egg yolk with the water bottle. Hello, Macy. How are you? I am having a great vacation, you guys. So we have our mayonnaise, our egg yolks, our parsley. Then we want a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. This is the Dijon mustard I like to use from the grocery store. We want a tablespoon of it. Dip that in there. Dump that like so. Now we want some fresh squeezed lemon juice. So I always roll my lemon on the counter or in my hands to really break up that citrus in there to help squeeze it out onto like so. Then we will just use our citrus press and just squeeze it on in there. We only need a teaspoon. You don't have to go too crazy with it because I do like just fresh squeezed lemon over my crab cakes once I have served them. So we've got our lemon in there. Now we are gonna add in some Old Bay. Instead of Old Bay seasoning, I'm actually going to be using Tony's Creole seasoning. I prefer this flavor a little bit better. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of our Creole seasoning. So a teaspoon of Tony's in there. All right, and some cayenne pepper, about a, ooh, don't breathe that in. Oh boy, that was rough. And then we want just a quarter of a teaspoon. Oh, I forgot. I couldn't get this open earlier.
Try.
Yeah. It's new and I can't open it. Yes, you guys, crab cakes are going to be so good. I can get the lid off. Oh, you got it? Do you want to pull that? So I'm just going to whisk this around first. So we have our mayonnaise, our egg yolks, our parsley, our Dijon mustard, our lemon juice, our Old Bay or Tony's, whichever you prefer. And then we're gonna do a fourth of a teaspoon of cayenne. So this recipe, I believe, makes, I think 4 or 5 crab cakes. It's obviously up to you how big or how little you patty up your crab cake. So that is kind of dealer's choice on it, how big you want them for yourself. So you can go up in 1/4 of a teaspoon increments of the cayenne if you like your crab cakes a little spicier. I'm gonna keep mine at just a 1/4 of a teaspoon so that they're not too spicy for the kids. So we have that. Now we're gonna fold in our crab meat here. So we have our snow crab is what we like to use. Snow crab is going to be your sweeter crab meat. They're smaller knuckles and legs that you're working with, but they do have a way sweeter flavor to them, a more buttery flavor, where king crab will be a little bit more of a nutty flavor, a little bit stronger and a little less sweet. So we have our crab meat here. Lump crab meat, you can buy it in the can, but you want to make sure that you really drain that crab meat out and dry it off as much as possible so that your crab cakes don't get soggy in the mixture. If you don't want to do fresh crab, that is totally up to you. There are a couple options that I put in the post of different frozen crab meats that you can buy that will work for this recipe. How much you shred this up is up to you. If you like big bites of crab in your crab cakes to really drive home the fact that you are eating a real crab cake, you can leave this really lumped up, keep it in bigger pieces, or you can shred it out into a fine shred so that you get a little bite of crab in every single piece of your crab cake. So we're gonna go like this. I'm sure this is more crab than we're supposed to have, but I wasn't sure. It says about 2 pounds of fresh crab meat, so we just went for it using the rest of the crab legs that we had available in the freezer. So mix it up. When you buy crab legs at the grocery store, they are already cooked. All you have to do with frozen crab legs, you guys, is just steam them until they are warm all the way through. You don't need to cook them. I every crab leg that I have ever come across is already cooked. So you don't need to worry about eating it raw because they don't really sell it that way very often. Rory's over here taking nibbles out of the crab. He's still opening up. All right, so we have that there. Our crab meat is here. Now we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of panko crumbs. Instead of panko crumbs, I'm going to be using Ritz crackers today. I prefer crackers instead of breadcrumbs. A lot of it being the different flavor that crackers have in them. So I'm just going to take a couple of sleeves of Ritz crackers, dump them into a Ziploc bag, and then just use a meat tenderizer to break them up into... Yep. No, Macy, he is not tossing it into the bowl. He's tossing it into his mouth at this point. He resisted for a while, but now he's just gave up and started eating it. Yes, it will. Fresh crab meat, you guys, will always taste better than the lump crab meat in the can. I know it's expensive, but you can always just keep your eye out for deals at grocery stores. There's always a deal every once in a while, and they'll drop in price, whether they're getting a new shipment in or this crab is starting to get to the end of its life, and they need to sell the inventory. So as long as you don't need to buy it for a specific event, you should be okay just kind of keeping your eye on the prices at your grocery store and buying it when it's the best. If you live somewhere where there's a Costco, they do big seafood bundles where they're able to sell 10-pound boxes for super, super cheap. So as long as you're feeding the mass amounts of people, the 10 boxes or the 10 pounds in a box is more than enough. We did 2 boxes this trip, and like I said, we're still working on the crab that we didn't get to the other night after feeding 6 or 7 people with it. So yes, you guys, crab is so good, but if you live somewhere like North Dakota like we do, or Arizona where we're not close to the ocean, it can get kind of expensive. So break those up. We want 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs or Ritz crackers or club crackers, whatever you prefer. Dump those in there, and then we're just gonna mix them around. And you can make 6 to 8 crab cakes, it says, depending on the size, if you want them bigger, if you want them smaller. I'm gonna do just little ones, I think. I like them better that way, and then I'll just make them in smaller batches. Yes, Twilight, there's a way to crush your Ritz crackers in the sleeves themselves. I had all these little baby sleeves of Ritz crackers, so I kind of just went with it. If your mixture isn't sticking together well enough, add a little bit more mayonnaise, add a little bit more of your mustard, a binding agent of some kind to help patty them together. Hello, Heather, how are you? You've never had crab cakes? Oh my gosh. That's awesome, Teresa. To go crabbing would be a fun little memory for my kids. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to patty up some of the crab cakes, and then we will begin our giveaway, because our crab cakes do need to sit in the fridge for about 30 minutes before we fry them up on the stove. So you just grab it kind of like you would cookie dough. You just kind of grab it by the handful and squish it together in the palm of your hand. Like I said, if it's not sticking together, just add a little bit more moisture. If it's too sticky, add a little bit more breadcrumbs. You can kind of play around with it like that. Just keep in mind, the more ingredients you add, you might need to add a little bit more seasoning just so they don't get bland. But if you are using Ritz crackers, those have enough sodium and salt in them that you should be okay adding some mayonnaise or some mustard without worrying about them kind of losing that crab cake flavor. Heather, if you have ever had crab, it's basically like a crab crouton, if you will. I love crab and I love bread, and that's basically what a crab cake is. It's crab and bread put into a patty, kind of like a burger, but it has more of like a meatloaf consistency because of the crackers or the breadcrumbs that you put in them. You can get them at certain restaurants and they will be mostly bread and a little bit of crab, or you can go to some of the more higher end restaurants and you'll get bigger chunks of crab meat in your crab cake, and those are far more enjoyable than the breadcrumb ones, but they are really, really good if you like crab. If you don't like crab, they're not something that you might seek at a restaurant or at someone's house, but if you like crab, crab cakes are an amazing little appetizer at a restaurant where you can get a little bit of a seafood kick in there if you don't necessarily want to go full seafood with your meal. So I was able to do a few more than 8 here because I am going a little smaller just because of the kiddos. My kids love crab, so I know they're going to devour these crab cakes. So I did keep them on the smaller side. Hello, Taylor. How are you? Heather, you would love a crab cake then. Hello, Sarah. It's okay. Better late than never. You guys, these smell and look amazing. We are going to put them, I'm actually going to put mine in the freezer so that they cool down faster so that I can fry them up. Hopefully, by the time we do the giveaway, I will be able to get a couple crab cakes off and running. When you cook them in your pan, you're just gonna do a little bit of cooking oil with some butter. You're gonna cook them gently for 4 to 5 minutes until they're golden brown on each side. I am gonna use my cast iron skillet because that makes the outside of the crab cakes absolutely delicious. Just keep in mind, like I've told you guys before, when you're using your cast iron, when you put this down on your cast iron, don't touch it until you are ready to flip it. I'm gonna go put these in the freezer right now, and then I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I put those in the freezer. We're gonna leave them in there until the end of the giveaway, and then I'll start frying them up. Yes, you guys, they look so good. They smell so good. Quick and easy little appetizer if you're ever having anybody over. They are delicious. I am going to refresh the page right now. Make sure you've left a reaction on the post to get entered into the giveaway, and then we will get going. Yes, I'm making you guys hungry. Hello, Patty. How are you? So like I said, you're going to fry them with a little bit of oil and some butter. If you have them in your pan, make sure once you set them down, you just let them sit there and cook. Don't play with them. Don't mess with them. Just let them get there. You want that crust on the outside of a crab cake. You want it to be this golden brown, very buttery crust on the outside of your crab cake. There are different sauces that you can make to go over the crab cake. I like to keep it nice and simple. Just squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon juice if you need it on top. But other than that, crab cakes usually don't need any kind of dressing or dip of any kind. They have amazing flavor on their own with Creole seasoning and your mayonnaise and your mustard and all of that. It's definitely worth it. Carissa, that's so funny. Love crab but can't eat it anymore, Amanda. Did you grow an allergy to it, or why can't you eat it anymore? I have a couple of friends that have shellfish allergies that they have developed later in life, which makes me so sad for them because crab and lobster and shrimp, all of those crustaceans are so good to eat. Hello, Dakota. How are you? You guys, we are getting ready to do our giveaway. I've pulled the names off. I'm just going to make sure that I get rid of the names for everybody that has already won this month, and then we will get going. All right, here we go. All right. should be good to go. Oops. All right. Checking all of our names, and then we should be good to go. All right. I think we've got it. Perfect. All right, we have all the names. We will be doing 2 giveaways today. Oh no, it makes you deathly sick, Amanda. That's no good. I would cry. That was one of our biggest fears as parents. As funny as that sounds, once our kids were born and they were happy and they were healthy, our one worry was that we would be eating seafood one night and one of our kids would go into shock and we would have to stop eating seafood altogether. Obviously, food allergies are very, very scary. We also are a huge peanut butter family, so we were always worried that peanut butter was going to become an issue with anybody with food allergies. Yes, Sheila, Auntie Sheila, you have to try crab cakes. They are so good. I am good, Sasha. How are you? So we're going to be doing 2 giveaways tonight. Rory, you pick 2 numbers.
We're going to go with in between what?
1 and 10.
I'm going to go 4 and 6.
4 and 6 are going to be our winners tonight. So remember, you do need to be present to win. So if you see your name and I call it and say that you have won, you do have 2 minutes to comment that you are here. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Taylor Ramsdell. Taylor Ramsdell, if you are here, you have 2 minutes to comment. And 5 and 6. So Taylor and Denise Buteau. Taylor and Denise Buteau. Taylor Ramsdell and Denise Buteau, you have 2 minutes to comment that you are here. Please comment that you are here to claim your prize. If not, we will pull another name. Taylor Ramsdell is here. Congratulations, Taylor. Message me your shipping information, your phone number, your email. Make sure it is a physical address because I can't ship to P.O. boxes. So make sure that you do include your physical address. Denise Bateau is our next winner. Denise, you have about 1.5 minutes to comment that you are here. Congratulations to the winners. I'm trying to get my crab mess out of the way. Messy, messy. If you guys see Denise comment, please like her comment so that it doesn't get filtered out. Congratulations to the winners who have claimed their prize. All right, we've got about 30 more seconds. Denise is here, it says. I did not see Denise's comment. How did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Denise Bateau, you are here, so please message me your shipping information, your phone number, your email, and your address. I can't ship to P.O. boxes, so make sure it is your physical address. Congratulations to our winners, you guys. It was awesome hanging out with you. I'm going to cook up these crab cakes. Remember, just 4 to 5 minutes on each side until they're golden brown. I will post a picture when they're all done and let you guys know if this recipe was a hit or not. Please message me if you have any questions about the recipe, and I will see you guys maybe on Tuesday. Bye.